Hey guys, thanks for checking in with another update for Pokemon Go. If we're still a really small channel, and a lot of our other social media is, although we've got a lot going on in the background. So if you still want to stay updated, go ahead and hit the subscribe just so you know whenever a new video comes out. Because I usually don't make a video unless there's something to talk about or some kind of news for you guys. But today I'm actually going to have you guys take a look with me at a concept that was part of the inspiration for Pokemon Go, and also is part of the grand scheme of things behind Pokemon Go. So, now if you're new to the whole Pokemon Go thing and you're just now finding us, welcome. Pokemon Go is a collection of all the craftsmen, craftswomen, makers, and other stores and vendors that make essentially third-party Pokemon Go merchandise, items, products, tools, shirts, hats, anything that we can find. Since, from what we know so far, there won't be very much Pokemon Go gear from Pokemon themselves other than the Go Plus. Trainer's Mail is a Pokemon and Pokemon TCG monthly subscription box, and we've just recently partnered with them to make a Pokemon Go Trainer's Gear subscription box. At the moment, we're trying to pull together all the kinds of nourishment like snacks, clothing for showing off your team, as well as weather protection, hiking gear, gear for being around the water. We're trying to come up with something for in the city. We're putting together to where it's functional items that trainers can use whenever they opt into the monthly subscription box, if that's what they want to do. So definitely drop us down below in the comments what you think the trainer's box should have every month, or what it should have once a month, or what kind of items you would like to see in the sub box. There's a lot of other tools out there that Pokemon Go trainers will be able to have at their disposal, but here's the 3 that I've got on the list so far for getting a hold of the most local players around you, and for more of a time-based thing rather than forum where you post and leave it and then hope someone comes along. More fast-paced live feed of getting hold of the trainers around you is the Pokemon Go chat app, Go Chat. I've been speaking with the developer. If you haven't seen yet, we have a Q&A with him. Some fun little questions, and some that are really important to the development of the app and the intentions behind it. It's going to be a really great tool. Definitely look into it. We'll have a link to the download, at least for Android, in the description below. I'm not sure if the project is still going, but if it is, definitely let me know. And keep in mind with what I'm about to say, this is pre-Pokemon Go launch, but Pokedex Go is a great idea for a crowdsourcing form of finding out where species are located and the information about them. If you don't have an account with Pokedex Go, which I had some trouble setting up mine, if you do, let me know if you did as well, and if not, or you did and you figured out, also let me know about that. That'd be a great help. But if you want to contribute back into the Pokemon Go community, Pokedex Go is a great way to do so. And as you should probably already know, Sylph Road is going to be a huge tool for Pokemon Go players. This is going to be how we get species from one end of the world to the other, as soon as trading is updated into the game, of course. Ingres has a really good setup for information and news. We have no idea if Pokemon Go is going to have that or not. So far, there doesn't seem to be much of a storyline. Maybe in-game there'll be some kind of professor that interacts with you to let you know the updates or reports on raids and whatnot, which we still don't know much about the raids either. But so far, it seems like information can really be boiled down to Go Trip for the game mechanic, Team Atlas Go. This whole YouTube thing has been built on the hype and the small leaks and everything that's been coming out for Pokemon Go. I think afterwards he can continue that by keeping us all updated on the news and the happenings, updates, speculations again, and we would love to have him, keep him around. Possibly one of my favorite things to look forward to in the informational part of the entire grand scheme of things is trainer tips. I'm really looking forward to see how exactly those guys are going to pull out tips or guides or walkthroughs or whatever it is they're going to do. And I'm sure they're going to have to think outside of the box for a lot of this, such as things like, I know they did one video over free camping areas. Things like that are going to be the real tips of Pokemon Go, and it's going to be great following along with them, and they're going to be quite the informational tool for all trainers to keep up to date and get the most out of their adventure with. Local groups, whenever there aren't big Niantic events that you can either get to or even going on, local groups will be a strong way to keep the game going, to make it more fun. It's going to be a huge part of Pokemon Go in general. If you haven't found one, definitely try your hardest to find your local group. If there isn't any, take a leap and go ahead and try to build one. Google Plus seems to be one of the biggest ways to do so, but not everyone uses Google Plus. What you can do is use flyers at your local grocery mart or anywhere else that'll hold them for you and display them. Local groups will be what makes this game even better than Ingres, in the fact that there will be more people that are in love with, obviously, the Pokemon that we've grown up with, and they can then interact with smaller communities such as my own, which there's like 4 people that play Ingres, and I'm the only one that I actually know. So make a local group, find a local group. If your town doesn't have one and you don't think it'll be taken to it well, you might be surprised. Even if you're in a town that's so small that if you pass it and you blink, you'll miss it, go ahead over to the next town and talk to a couple of friends maybe, and I'm sure if you collaborated a few towns together, you'll be able to make a local group for that area. There's definitely a way to do it. Please look into it. It'll make a world of difference. Alright guys, I know that may have been a little bit boring, but thank you for sitting through it if you did get to the end. That is only the first part out of 2 or 3 parts that will end up coming out about this concept. Go ahead and throw it down in the comments, or go ahead and email me, send me a tweet, anything that you like that to get a hold of me. What you think so far, where you think I'm going with the concept, interaction. I've definitely got the motivation and the time right now in between work to interact with everybody. I think every comment I've had on all social media and all emails, which have been quite a few, I've been able to reply to every single one of them. So if you've got an idea or you've got a question, I will get to it. I promise. But stay around for the next part, and I should have a few other videos before the release of the other part to this concept. So train on.